Collection of commissions, the core of brokerage operations. As we move forward from RESPA and business relationships, we now arrive at one of the most important and most litigated areas in real estate: commissions. This section ties together supervision, agency, disclosure, and financial compliance into one central concept: how money flows through the brokerage. Commissions are not just about getting paid, they are about how you get paid, who gets paid, and whether it is done legally and correctly. In Arizona, all real estate compensation must flow through the employing broker. This is not optional, it is a statutory requirement and one of the clearest areas where brokers must maintain strict control. This is where many brokers face risk. If commission handling is inconsistent, undocumented, or outside the brokerage structure, it creates immediate exposure under ADRI rules and statutes. Example: an agent accepts a referral fee directly from another brokerage without routing it through their employing broker. Even if the amount is small, this is a violation and can trigger disciplinary action. The rule is simple: if it involves real estate compensation, it goes through the broker every time. This section should cover what brokers must control. Your broker policy manual must clearly define how commissions are collected, processed, and distributed. This includes establishing systems that ensure transparency, consistency, and compliance across all transactions. At a minimum, your policies should address how commissions are received, typically through escrow, how commission splits are calculated and documented, when agents are paid and under what conditions, how disputes over commissions are handled, how referral fees are processed, how bonuses or incentives are structured. This section directly connects back to AAC R4 28-1103, requiring brokers to review and manage transactions and maintain control over financial aspects of the brokerage. Example: a brokerage requires all commission disbursements to be approved through a transaction management system before payment is issued. This creates a clear audit trail and ensures compliance with broker supervision requirements. Without clear policies, commissions become inconsistent, and inconsistency is where risk begins. ARS, paragraph 32-2155, and ARS, paragraph 32-2125. B. Who gets paid and how? ARS, paragraph 32-2155 establishes that compensation for real estate services must be paid through the employing broker. This means agents cannot be paid directly by clients, other agents, or third parties. ARS, paragraph 32-2125B, further reinforces that a licensee must be properly licensed and affiliated with a broker to receive compensation. Together, these statutes create a clear framework. The broker is the central point of all compensation. Agents are paid by the broker, not by clients or outside parties. Any deviation from this structure creates a violation. Example: a buyer wants to tip an agent directly for helping with a transaction. Even if well-intentioned, the agent cannot accept that payment directly. It must go through the broker. Another example: an agent changes brokerages mid-transaction and attempts to receive commission through the new brokerage. Without proper handling, this can create disputes and compliance issues. These statutes are designed to maintain accountability and ensure that brokers can properly supervise financial activity within the brokerage. SPS 2005.08, Compensation and Broker Oversight Substantive Policy Statement. 2005.08 provides additional guidance on compensation practices and reinforces that all compensation must be handled through the broker. It emphasizes that brokers are responsible for ensuring that compensation is properly disclosed, documented, and consistent with agreements. In 2026, this policy remains highly relevant, especially with evolving compensation structures following industry changes. Buyer-broker agreements, seller compensation addendums, and negotiated commission structures all require careful documentation and alignment. Example: a buyer-broker agreement outlines compensation, but the purchase contract reflects a different structure. If these documents are not aligned, it can create disputes and potential violations. This is where broker supervision becomes critical, ensuring that all compensation agreements are consistent across documents and properly executed. Section Review: bringing commission control into focus. Commissions are the financial backbone of every brokerage, but they are also one of the most regulated areas. This section reinforces that compensation must be controlled, documented, and supervised at every step. From agency to RESPA to financial reporting, we now see how everything connects. Agency defines who you represent. RESPA governs how you can receive referrals. Commission laws dictate how you get paid. Broker supervision ensures it all happens correctly. If any one of these pieces is missing, the entire system breaks down. As we continue forward, The next section will build on this by exploring advanced risk management strategies and how brokers can proactively prevent commission disputes and compliance violations before they occur. Online discussion: why must all commissions flow through the employing broker in Arizona? Answer: because ARS, paragraph 32, 2155, requires that all compensation be paid through the broker to ensure accountability, supervision, and compliance. What is the biggest risk when commission agreements are inconsistent across documents? Answer: it can lead to disputes, delays in closing, and potential violations if compensation is not clearly defined and aligned. How does broker supervision relate to commission handling? Answer: brokers are responsible for reviewing, approving, and ensuring all compensation is properly documented and compliant under AAC R4281103.